and I'm not seeing much evidence of that at this time.
I want to go ahead and have a little rant on this now. I think it's let me crack my knuckles here and get ready, because this charity thing.
Hold on, before we rant, we can get that to the next segment, because the next. Are you sure? You sure? Okay.
This is not in the next segment.
Oh, I didn't know if this was top story worthy.
This is related to that. I mean, it is a broader point, things involving the casino world. But we're in the recap, we're not really focusing on charities, because the only charity that was really around, of course, was I1ISK, of course, was funding Care for Kids, etc. But this is a broader thing about charities and EVE. So one of the things about EVE and being a leader in EVE is people die. It's a big, big game. And when you are in a position of leadership in an alliance, and this is something that all corporation and alliance leaders increasingly have to deal with as EVE expands, which is good, but the free-to-play expansion has resulted in New Eden growing and having more blood and new life, which is excellent. The challenge is that when you have a game which allows scamming, and people are throwing up charities and trying to cloak in-game actions with a charity, regardless of their intentions, it really complicates things for actual charities. Because here's the thing. If anybody can claim that they are doing whatever for kids with cancer, which is why you have Russian botting organizations in the Galactic Northeast building super caps for a children's charity. This means that when CCP or when anybody else is looking at a charity in the real world, charities that are run by game companies, actual charities, the more bullshit charities there are in the world, the more skeptical people become. So if you see scam charity or bullshit charity in game after game after game, then this sets a really dangerous precedent that makes people, game players, more skeptical of real legitimate charities. So in a very real way, ineptly run player charities interfere with real world charities and donations that could be going to that by making a population of hundreds of thousands of people who play EVE, making that population more skeptical, more cynical, more willing to question charities as a whole. So it is, I think, dangerous. I think it is unhealthy. I think it is wrong-footed. If you want to support a charity and you are an EVE Online player, then pick a real charity. Say United Way, which has some problems I hear, but whatever. Just pick one, like Amnesty International, Doctors Without Borders, and if you want to use EVE Online to promote a fucking charity, use EVE Online to promote a real charity with real transparency to do some real good in the world. Because if every Tom, Dick, and Harry puts up their own little shingle and says, no, really, I'm caring for kids by having a fucking botting empire in the Galactic Northeast, that makes charities as a whole less trusted, which means that you are making the real world a worse place. Support charity, great. Support a real charity, not your own pet project that makes everybody else more skeptical. Fuck Care for Kids. Fuck this guy. Fuck all these people who think that they should set up their own little charity for things that aren't vetted independently. This is not a sort of thing that we should be doing. That's different from saying somebody's died and you want to, like, it's different when you have a collection for a widow or a family of somebody who has passed away. I'm talking here about administrations and charities and shit like that that are ongoing. Somebody dies, your alliance wants to take up a collection for their family. That's great, because there is a beginning and an end, and that's something that everybody does. But I'm totally going to run my own charity now, and it's going to go on forever, and we're going to build things in EVE Online for that. Fuck that guy, fuck Care for Kids, it's bullshit.
Okay, rant done.
Done.
Yay, we move on. So we have a lot of things to thank you. Elizabeth A., new Twitch Prime